Hi everyone, it's Kirsty here, aka the Travelling Ergonomist. I hope you're keeping safe and healthy at the moment. I know a lot of you will be transitioning to working from home if you haven't already, and for the foreseeable future. And so I just wanted to offer some tips and guidance on how you can make yourselves more comfortable and healthier whilst you are at home for the next few weeks. I know I'm in a bit more of a privileged position because I do have quite a lot of ergonomic equipment at home because of the job I do, but hopefully some of these tips will still help you even if you don't have all the equipment that you normally would have. I'm going to show you around my house and how I've been able to change some of my spaces into a more ergonomic setup, or just a setup that I can move to for a few minutes every hour and have a change of scenery really. So I hope you enjoy, keep safe and healthy, and if you need anything, please do let me know. Okay, so this is my setup in the study downstairs. I've got the Nextstand laptop stand with my laptop on at the moment. I've got a pretty cheap Advent keyboard, mini keyboard, a Kensington palm support to go with my keyboard just to give me a bit more support for my hands, and the Kensington vertical mouse here. I'm also using the Dataflex bento box where you can see my notebook on at the moment. I often use this for my laptop too, which is really what it was designed for. The great thing about that is it has a lot of storage at the back too, so I can shovel my pens and post-it notes at the back there without anybody seeing. I've got a small heater here at the moment. I do have a radiator in this room, but don't like to turn that on because it gets so hot in here. But if I do feel a bit chilly, I can pop that Kensington heater on and it just heats the room for a couple of minutes for me. So that's my setup downstairs. This is probably where I'll do the most focused work, report writing, writing presentations, that kind of thing. And I've also got my headphones there to host webinars and phone calls too, just to make it a bit easier and have better audio too. So that's my setup downstairs in the study. I'm also sitting on the world chair, which I'll show you. So this is the human scale world chair. Absolutely love it. It's really comfortable. And yeah, really adjustable. Has height adjustment, seat depth, armrest adjustment, has really good lumbar support over here in the mesh. So this is my general setup downstairs in the study, which is really comfortable. Okay, so now I'm in the kitchen. We've got a small bar that's connected to the wall, and I use this space to stand up if I need to, just to work on my laptop, or just a spot to stand up and take phone calls. You'll be able to see here my laptop on the bar right now. So I do this, I come to this space every couple of hours to take phone calls and things like that. It's really nice because it's got a big window into the garden, so there's lots of natural light coming in, and there's loads of snacks and treats in the kitchen, so I can't really be here too long because I'll eat them all, but it's a nice space to be for me. Look, very airy, very light, and I can stand up and do a couple of minutes work. I would suggest, if you can, find a space that you can stand up for maybe 5 to 10 minutes every hour. I could set up a whole laptop kit here, laptop stand, keyboard and mouse, but really I'm only going to be here for 5 to 10 minutes and not really doing any focused work, so this is absolutely reasonable for the time being. So if you can find yourself a space here like this, do so and use it for 5 to 10 minutes just to stand up, stretch your body and be around in a more airy and light environment. So I'm in my dining room right now. It's just a table, a wooden table and a few wooden chairs around it. Not the most comfortable place, but this might be the only place that many of us find that we can work from. So I've propped a cushion underneath me and a cushion behind me just to give me a bit more lumbar support. I want to aim here when I'm seated to have my feet flat on the floor, so the more you come forward, the more cushions you might need to add to give you that lower back support as well. Come close to the table so that I'm close to my equipment. I've set myself up with a laptop kit now, which is a laptop stand, a separate keyboard and a separate mouse. And at this space here, I'm currently using the Ergo Q260 laptop stand, the 950 wireless keyboard from Backe Alkaisen, and the Evoluent vertical mouse as well, which just puts my hand in a much more neutral position. These are great tools because the laptop stand is height adjustable, angle adjustable, and I can add a document or an iPad to the front of it as well. The keyboard and mouse will really put my hands in a neutral position as well. So these 3 items are really useful for me to use in this space, and I'll probably sit here for 20 to 30 minutes before I move on to another space or take a break and come back. Okay, now I'm in the lounge. So we've got a couple of sofas in here and a couple of soft chairs. I'm sat in one of those soft chairs. I've got the laptop in my lap at the moment, and what that enables me to do is keep my shoulders down and relaxed my elbows by my side, and I'm sat right back into the chair, so I'm gaining quite a lot of back support at the moment. Push the laptop screen a little bit further away so that you can hopefully just drop your eyes up and down versus moving your head up and down, which will really save your neck and not create too much pressure. So you can see here, my wrist is pretty straight right now. I'm back in a reclined position, so my chest is open, I can breathe very well, my feet are planted on the floor, which is what you want to aim for too. If you feel like you're sitting on any chairs or any sofa and you need additional support, then grab yourself a couple of cushions and prop them behind you. Give you that upright posture, but also slightly reclined so that your hip flexors are opened and your chest is open so that you can breathe better and get that blood circulating. So don't be shy of using the lounge. I wouldn't sit here for long periods of time because you will force yourself into awkward postures and give yourself some back pain. But reasonably, you could sit here for 20-25 minutes in a slightly reclined position, get some cushions behind your back to support you, laptop in your lap. I would suggest if you've got a tray or a mat that you can put underneath your underneath your laptop and in between your laptop and your lap, that would be useful because laptops obviously get quite hot, especially close to your body. So do that and hopefully that will give you a much better setup. Move regularly. So I'm in my room right now, which is one of my favourite spaces in the house because I've been able to set it up exactly how I want it. It's got loads of natural light coming in as well, which I love. I'm sat currently at my dressing table with an ergonomic chair and some laptop accessories as well. As I said before, I know I'm privileged to have all of this equipment, but you can prop your laptop on some books or a box as long as you have just a separate keyboard and mouse as well. So I've got my laptop on the Kensington stand, which also has an integrated air purifier here, which is fantastic, makes me feel much healthier in this room. Over here I've got the Contour Uni mouse, which is adjustable in angle and the thumb adjusts as well. And then over here where I prop my iPad just to watch some TV or keep the music going in my room to create some ambience, I've got the TO from Ergonomic Cafe. This actually turns into a laptop stand as well, so it's kind of 2-in-1 product, which is great. Okay, last but not least, if you can't find yourself a flat surface in the house to place your laptop, then I've just found the ironing board. So I've put the laptop on the ironing board. The great thing about this, it's height adjustable, so I can move it to a standing position and a seated position as well. It doesn't go that high, so for taller people, you know, I'm 5'8", for probably taller than me, it's going to be too low to stand up in, but you could place it into a position where you're seated and using your laptop on a flat surface as well. I probably do have space to put a laptop kit on here, so a laptop stand, keyboard and mouse. However, it's not that sturdy, so just be careful. If you find it's not sturdy enough, just place your laptop on here. Sit or stand for 10 to 20 minutes at a time before you then move on to another space or take a break and come back. So if all else fails in the house, get that ironing board out. Not for the ironing, but for working. Hope you found all those tips and guidance useful, and if you need any more specific help, then please do get in touch. Stay safe, everybody.